What is up, guys? Rob here at Bob Evans Classics. Appreciate you checking out our page. If you like classic cars, want to see me go out and chase classic cars, and as we sell them, please hit the subscribe button, guys. If you grew up around these cars and you like what we do, subscribe. Majority of our clients that follow us are not subscribed, so if you want to see more of our content, hit the subscribe. What is up, guys? Rob here with Bob Evans Classics. Got a good looking 1967 Chevy Camaro up for sale today. We're going to do a complete walkthrough of the vehicle, go over the good, the bad, and if there's any ugly, so you know exactly what you get before it shows up. We're going to go through panel by panel, scratch by scratch. We offer financing, credit score of 620 or above, and we ship to your doorstep. We also offer international shipping. Guys, if you like our videos, please hit the subscribe button. We get classic cars in every day. You can watch me go out and buy classic cars and sell them. Click the subscribe button today. Let's get into the video. 67 Camaro, convertible, obviously. It has a 350 under the hood, paired with a 4-speed Muncie transmission. It's got some rally wheels. Bought this from a client. You probably saw the video out in New York, Whitestone, New York. They were originally from Florida, spent pretty much its life in Florida until they brought it up to the city. The guy was a business owner. He owned a trashing company, garbage removal. This was his in-law's car, I believe, his sister-in-law and brother-in-law. And they had it before that for, I think, second owner. So maybe it's a 3-owner car. And then they sold it to us. We'll start off what we normally do, the paint test. We'll get down here and kind of look at the paint. You can see my reflection in it. This is it looks like it's got a speck in it, some sparkles in it. You can see the paint. Definitely not just a base. It's base and clear coat. It's been painted at least one time. This is not the original color. You can see my reflection. You can see me put up 2 fingers. I would say this is a good paint job. I probably consider this an 8 out of 10. To me, it shines real good. It looks good. I think you could probably get this paint to come out a little bit better with a nice polish, possibly a buff. I don't think you need a wet sand this car. There is some imperfections, which we'll go through, a couple of little chips. But overall, the paint shines good. It looks good. It looks good in person. Looks good on camera. It's a greenish blue color. I'd definitely say it's solid paint. Moving on to our door test. We always start with the driver's door. This feels nice and tight. I just try to open it, and when you press it, it doesn't feel loose. It feels nice and tight. Go ahead and give that a close. I did very light there and it closed well. Again, closes perfect. Just the way it should. This gap, it's hard to tell because of this, but it looks good all the way down. Look at the other gap. The other gap is nice and thin and it's pretty uniform. It's a little bit wider here, but by centimeters, not much at all. I think that's a nice overall door gap. Since we're down here, let's go ahead and look. Body lines look good. They look straight. You can see that TV in the background, a good reflection in it. I don't see any bubbling or anything. You got a little, looks like a paintless dent that needs to be fixed here. A PDR guy can probably take care of that. Paintless dent removal. Moving on to the fender. Fender looks good. Little spot right here. You can see a little bubble right here. Very, very minor. Down here looks good. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything on the bottom. So that looks good. Front of the fender looks good as well. Tire, I would say, is about 80%. It's got Goodyear Eagle tires on it. You also got the rally wheel here, the hubcap and the wheel. It's got the matching paint on the wheel as the car has. Moving on. Before we get to the hood, let's check out the bumper. Bumper has some scratching in it. A little bit of haze here. So it's not brand new. So you probably want to replace that eventually. It looks great here. You can't really tell. You get up on it. I'm nitpicking the car by saying this right here. You don't have to nitpick it and replace it, but probably something I would do. One of the things that stands out to me as a flaw is right here. You got a chip right there. A little touch up would probably take care of that. Lights look good. I don't see any damage on the lights. Okay. Now let's look at the gap of the hood. Gap of the hood gets tight up here, and you can see it at some point probably rubbed there. Getting a little tight right there. The rest of it is beautiful. Let's see down here. That's nice and uniform all the way across. Comes up a little bit right here, barely. And let's see this. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, and then you could see it coming up just a tad here. And again, I'm nitpicking. It's probably the hinges in the back. You can't really tell unless you're really, really looking for it. Again, I'm pointing out anything I can find that's not a perfect car. I would say this car it's above driver quality. It's not just a beater where you just drive a classic. It's a good car. This car shows well. It looks good. It's not a show car, but in my opinion, it's above a driver quality. I think you could take this to shows. I don't know if you'll win, but you can probably, at least get a ribbon or something. To me, it's not a bad car at all. Moving on. While we're up here, let's go and look at the windshield so we don't forget. I don't see any cracks on it. There's no chips, nothing I don't see. I do see a little crack in the paint up here while we're here. And it looks like some of the paint's coming off there, you can see. You can only see it from that angle, I believe. Yes. So you can't see it from this angle. So I guess when they painted this, they didn't paint that side, the back end. Again, I'm just trying to pick this car apart and find the flaws I can. Moving on, got a little scratch right there, a little chip. Rest of it's good. This fender looks beautiful. Let's look down at that body line. That looks really good too. While we're down here, let's check the wheel. Wheel 80%, about the same as the other one. I mean the tire, I'm sorry, not the wheel. The wheel itself looks to be in good shape. Moving on to the other side of the fender. That looks good. Got a little imperfection right here, down at the bottom. Top of the door looks good. Bottom of the door looks good. Little bubble right there, very minor. At the end, I'm going to put the brightness up on this camera and we'll look at the bottom of the door again, just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Looks good. Good. Bottom is good. Little flaw right here. You can see right here in the paint. Definitely a good looking car for sure. Moving on. Bumper, chrome, same as the front. Bezels showing their age. You can see here. This body line, or this gap here looks good, nice and even all the way. Little imperfection there. Rest of it looks good. This side's not bad at all either. I'd say it's a little tighter on this side than the other side, but it's not bad at all. Moving on to this rear quarter. Quarter looks good. I don't see any bubbling or anything. And we're good here. Overall, I think it's a very nice car. Looks good. It sounds better once we start it up. I think it's a solid car for the next owner. Get in and go. I don't think it needs much at all. Honestly, wouldn't really correct anything. Maybe fill in the chip up front. That's about it. Let's take a look on the undercarriage, then we'll do the interior and pop open the hood. Guys, I turned up our brightness all the way real quick because I just want to show you the bottom of the doors. See it a little bit better with the brightness up. The car does not look this bright in person. The paint is darker. But I want to point out all the flaws, and you can see the flaws way better with the brightness turned all the way up. Let's go underneath the car. See if we'll pop the brightness up even more. Hold on. Brightness is all the way up. As you can see, bottom looks good. Rail looks good. Floor looks good. Nice and solid. Let's check out the driver's side. I will say I just found this here. This looks like a little bit of rust. I'm pushing hard on it. But you can see hard as I can, but it's just forming here. I'm guessing water is dripping down here through this fender, and it's sitting right here. And I'm squeezing my thumb as hard as I can, and it's not going anywhere. But it's starting to formulate there. You can see. So keep in mind. Again, guys, we like to point out everything so you know what you're getting. We have a really good reputation. We're trying to be as honest as possible. We sell cars based on our reputation, the ease of our process. I like to show the car worse than what it is, so when you get it, you're beating expectations. In a car like this, we could finance it for $4 grand down. Let's pop it open the hood and look in the inside. Got a little 350 under the hood. 350 power steering, power brakes. Just your normal little 350. Moving on to the interior. Interior is nice, clean. Buckets are nice. Back seat is nice. It's got a Momo steering wheel. Nice wooden steering wheel. 4-speed. Carpet looks like it's new. It's just clean. We're showing 91,444 miles. Unknown if that's the original miles. Let's start it up. That's a cold start, guys. Nice cold start. Let's kick it down real quick. Sounds good. Sounds the way it should. Motor's nice and quiet. It's a real nice car, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Let's go ahead and we'll also, horn works. Try to turn signals. Damn. Damn. Looks like the lights are working. Perfect. We'll put the top up too. This is a manual top. Back window's good. Top's in good shape, it looks like. Obviously you gotta clip it into place, but I'm just showing you. Not a bad one, guys. Up for sale now, BobEvansClassics.com. Give us a call or go on our website. For sale right now. We offer financing, shipping. Get it to your doorstep. It's a winner here, guys. Let me know. Appreciate you checking out our page. Talk to you later.